Oh boy, you better buckle up for this one. We are at Twin Peaks Season 1, Episode 7, The Last Evening. This is the season finale. We made it. This episode has a ton of stuff going on. I love this episode. It's a direct continuation from the episode prior. We're still wearing tuxedos around. We still got disguises and bad wigs. We got a lot of stuff going on here. The episode opens in Dr. Jacoby's office. Donna and James are digging around looking for that tape, and they find it hidden in a coconut because Dr. Jacoby's a weirdo. He never ceases to amaze me with how weird he is. Meanwhile, Dr. Jacoby's across town going to meet up with Maddie, who is dressed like Laura Palmer. Now he encounters a masked man who beats him so hard that he has a heart attack and ends up in the hospital for the rest of the episode. Audrey's getting ready for the creepiest night of employment I've ever seen in my life. Her first night at One-Eyed Jack's culminates with the owner asking to spend a little time with the new girl, if you know what I mean. Unfortunately, we find out at the end of the episode that the owner is her dad, and that's not going to get resolved until next season, so you're left on the creepiest cliffhanger I've ever heard of. An undercover Agent Cooper is gambling at One-Eyed Jack's casino where he runs into Jacques Renault. He gives Jacques a tip. The tip is the poker chip with the piece missing. The piece was found in Laura Palmer's stomach, and he says he's in charge of this whole drug ring. You just never heard of me before. I'll give you 10 grand to do a job for me. He's setting Jacques up, and when Jacques arrives at the setup, Officer Andy, of all people, shoots him and saves the day. Later in the episode, we find out that Lucy might be pregnant, and that's why she's been icing him out for a couple of episodes. Meanwhile, Norma and Hank are sort of almost reconciling. Norma, you're better than this. Hank sucks. Hank is actually blackmailing Josie for $90,000, and it's implied that he was the one who killed her husband. In a very human moment, Catherine asks Pete to help her find those cooked books. She gets a phone call from Hank telling her to meet him at the mill, and she'll find what she's looking for. Coop interrogates Jacques Renault at the hospital, out of his undercover disguise, mainly about Leo and Laura and Jacques' involvement in it. Leland shows up at the station asking if they caught the killer, then heads right on over to the hospital, and he kills Jacques Renault. Bobby heads over to Shelley's to check on her, but it's Leo who's waiting for him. Just before Leo can hurt Bobby pretty badly, he gets shot through the window by Hank. Hank is just all over this episode being a jerk. Catherine shows up at the mill, finds Shelley there, and then the mill goes up in flames. And lastly, Coop arrives back at the Great Northern. It's very peaceful there now that everybody's gone and the deal is signed. And he gets a phone call saying that Leo Johnson has been shot before getting shot himself. And that's the cliffhanger for the season. Twin Peaks is one of my favorite television shows of all time. Although I will say we may take a break before jumping into season 2. I might leave you on a bit of a cliffhanger if you're watching along with me. If you've already been watching with us, thank you so much. I'm happy to have you with us. And as always, stay spooky, my friends.